Welcome. It's the first letter for the I nearly said the DVLA there, the TV licensing. Um, uh, how many warnings am I going to get? Right, obviously still more to come. So, if we can go back to the last one, and this was the red letter, I thought I'd bin this, and I'm glad I never, because the this one has just come yesterday, right? Uh, they've gave us a unique number now. So, but they're saying, dear legal occupier. Now look, before we go into this, can I just say, right? Basically, for if you're new watching this because you're going through something this, and you've got concerns and you're worried. If you look back at some of the stuff I've done, I think it's about time to see that there is absolutely nothing to be worried about. I'll guarantee you that right now, okay? And if you watch my last one on the red letter, which I actually thought was a Christmas card, but it turns out it wasn't. But when you go from that and the threat, I mean this, to put you in the picture, look at the amount of red that's on this, and the amount of red at the front there, and the reminder, and a visit undertaken by Dundee Enforcement Division, and right. But this is like it's going back to stage one again. So it's. But here's where it gets interesting. Okay. Now, I know it's a bit boring reading this to you, but if you've not got one of these, and you're unsure, right, then I would skip this bit if you want to. I mean, by all means. But this is for the newer people coming in that are, for want of a better word, feeling bullied by these people. The intimidation they get with the way that the wording of the letters are. So, and that's what I'm going to be able to go through with this one. Okay. So, as it stands right now, I've been, well, I would like to think I'm actually over a year now at this with no TV licence. But to be honest with you, I really don't know. It's definitely been a year, I would say. And up to now, I have had no visits. I've had plenty of threatening letters. I've done an online gambit to say to them, come to my house. I've even named the name of the guy as Gordon Smith, was it? Yep, Gordon Smith, okay, who is the enforcement manager for the Dundee area. Come on. I've told them to stop this. Stop sending us letters, stop sending us threats. Come to my door, okay? And here's the reason why now. So I went for that serious stuff there with all the red we're now back to a calming green letter. It's like I've took a step back in time, right? So they've issued me with a number which says, Dear Legal Occupier. Now, that's the first thing to take away from that. Not my name, not Mr. So-and-so, right? Not even Dear Sir or Dear Madam. It's Dear Legal Occupier. So the first thing they've got to do there right away then is they've got to find a legal occupier. I can admit that I am a legal occupier, but I might not be the legal occupier of this actual address. So, and then a number code has been issued against your address. We use it to target unlicensed homes like yours that require a visit from the TV licensing enforcement officers. So there's the first bit of bollocks that they put in there right away. They do not need to target my address, right? And they do not need to even come and see me one little bit. Because I'm not breaking the law. I do not watch telly, let alone the BBC. So I don't need a licence, and it clearly states that on their website. Alright, so this letter is a formal notification that your details have now been passed to our Dundee enforcement team, and you could be visited at any time, day, evening, weekends, weekdays. Clock that one wee word there, okay? Could. So again, after a year, right, I'm still not getting a visit. I could be getting a visit, right? But here's where it gets interesting, right? And this is what I thought, because I thought with this unique code that they've sent me, this can I get that in the rest? So that IN01, right? I mean, there's no really nothing to see there as such, but if I show you that there you go. There's my name and address. I'm just checking. My name and address isn't onto that though, right? So, but that bit there, look. If you go to there, like, we need to check you're not breaking the law. Right. But on the previous letter, so this one is dated November 2022, okay, and it's got, so now this is the new one, alright, so what I'll do is, bear with us on this, alright, but keep a note of that reference number there, alright, so that reference number there, right, and bear in mind this is a new way they're going to come and see me, their new challenge that they're putting to me, right, that reference number just happens to be my reference number from the previous threatening letter. There. It's hard to work one-handed, I'll tell you. Right. I'm trying to, there I go, it's something I'm needing to put up. So there you go. At last I've got the two of them in shot. As you can see, it's the same number. So, they've still got a reference account for us going back to beyond their days, okay? I've still not had a visit. I've phoned them. I've complied with their online system that you write in and you advise them. So I've done all that, so they are actually aware that I do not have a license here, okay? The world is now aware that I do not have a TV license. It's nothing to be ashamed of, right? I don't have a TV license because I don't need one. But this won't stop. It definitely won't stop, right? And then they go now, they say, you could face prosecution and financial penalties. The maximum penalty is a criminal conviction of £1,000 fine, plus any legal costs. I can go and beat a pensioner up, go to court and be fined less. Really? So, to beat a pensioner up is actually less incriminating than not having a valid TV licence that you don't need. Honest, there's lots of this out here, okay? To stop a visit from the Dundee Environment Team, or the Enforcement Team, sorry, it says, buy a licence. Gives you the gum for it, you've got to go, okay? And payments start at £6 a week. There you are there, okay? To stop this enforcement, visit your home and change your status of your IN01 blah 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 code. You need to act now. Yours faithfully, Gordon Smith, Enforcement Manager. And there's the dude there, okay? So Gordon Smith, I've got yet another letter for you. I'm not interested. I don't need a TV licence. Please bring a whole ensemble of people with you to prove me wrong, because I really don't care, okay? But what else can you do? Well, I'll tell you what else I can do. We can keep fighting against them, and the more people that's actually doing videos like this, standing up against them, I really can't wait to make this video where somebody chaps on my door, because I'm not going to swear. I'm just going to politely tell them no thanks before they answer a few questions from me though, and that will be the difference, okay? I'm not going to lost the plot with them, but I feel belittled by the amount of paperwork and it's annoying, it's frustrating, And the thing is, there is pensioners out there now, over 75, having to pay for this crap. How much is this costing, really? How much does it actually cost to actually print all this crap, run a team at the background of sales reps? That's what these people are, sales reps, alright? Because don't sit there with a detector van, okay? Back in the olden days when they used to say, we'll go to the detector van and you're on Grampian and you're watching Coronation Street, and you're watching it up in your bedroom, it's garbage. So even as far back as then it was garbage. Here's how they find you. The whole of the UK has a postcode database, okay? They have access to the postcode database. So it's the PAF. It's a postcode address file, alright? So they've bought this. Or they may have got it because at the time this crap was part of the post office when it was all together with the GPO, alright? So it goes back to the days, alright? But with the split ups and privatisation and that, I think they're now just they're an entity that's just they're running out of money and they need to get more money to pay for Gary Lineker because his salary is not enough. That's how he's got to go and do crisp adverts. And so, but with the postcode address file, okay, all they do is they go through every single property in the United Kingdom, okay, and when you pay, okay, for a TV licence, there's a mark goes beside you. So everything starts off red and everybody that pays goes to green. Now think about it, page after page of data, and of course with filters and that nowadays and spreadsheets, they ain't here to look at nothing now. They just put everything on a database and they just go, I want to see the red ones for the non-payments. And they just write to these people, because if you have a TV licence, there's nothing to target. They've got your money, so they're not interested. It's people like me, who are not willing to pay for something when you don't need to, that the programmes aren't even worth it. I don't even subscribe to Sky because it's overpriced. Did I need it? Right? I got more fun out of watching YouTube because there's a lot of good creators out there that do stuff for free. Catch-up TV, you can watch any catch-up TV you wish except for BBC iPlayer. And what's on BBC iPlayer? The same fucking crap you're paying for your TV licence that you're not going to watch in the first place, let alone watch it an hour later. So, but I digress. So, if you're new, all I want to say is do not worry. Ignore these letters, okay? Just nothing with them whatsoever. And the advice I'll give you is if they do come to your door and you really don't know what to do, just ignore them. You don't have to do anything. And if you are caught by surprise because you have not listened to this and you have opened the door and they're standing there, you don't even have to say no thank you, I don't need a licence. You don't have to get in any conversation whatsoever. All you've done is wrongly open the door and listen to some tube on the other side there trying to get money out of you. Shut the door. And that's it. They will go away. That's it, because there is nothing they can do. Alright? But bear in mind, if you're taking a chance and you're watching, well, then that's just your tough luck, is it? That's a game that you want to play. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm proving a point that you don't need a licence and I have nothing to hide. They're still not getting in my house though. It's as simple as that. So, that's it. January has started and I've now got well, the letter was dated December and it's got nothing to do with the postal strikes because it doesn't say when, it just says December 2022. Could have been written on the 1st of December, it could have been posted on the 31st of December. So, who knows? Yeah. And that's it. Now, I've nothing else to show you, I've nothing else to say, but again it just shows you there is another letter coming out and I will keep showing these letters until the day that we'll actually get the visit. Oh, and once we get the visit, isn't that one going to be fun? So, any questions? Just pop something down in the comments and till the next time, well, we'll see you. How do I switch this off?